Hey guys, welcome back to another fantastic episode of Minecart Stationery. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to go downstairs and we're going to go ahead and get the signal from our pressure plates, and we're going to bring it up to the second floor, which is technically not going to be the second floor anymore, I've decided. But we're going to take that signal and we're going to go ahead and bring it up there because we need that signal for the water gates. It's very important that we have that signal for the water gates. So my setup, and I'm having really slow frame rate right now, so I'm going to stop moving, but my setup is kind of odd in that I have one of my pressure plates, the signal coming out of it is going to the right, or two of them are going to the right and one's coming to the left. I'll show you what I mean. See, this pressure plate right here has a signal going to the right and a torch to the left. Oops, we don't want that there. Okay, but if we come over here to my first pressure plate, the signal is coming out to the left, but there's a torch to the right, which is different from the other two. So good thing is you can do this for either direction that you created, or that you sent the line in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place a block right here, right there, and I'm gonna okay, yeah. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to do all of this, but I'm just gonna go with it. And then we're gonna place the line. So we're gonna split the line right here. Now the reason why we're splitting the line here and not say over here, which we could do it over here, but if we come over to the other side where I have two docks hooking onto the same line, we kind of have a problem. See, if I split the line up here at the redstone wiring right after the torch, if I do that, then we have a repeated signal over here that's also affecting this line of redstone. So this line of redstone right here, this corner piece, is actually taking input from two different redstone lines, from this repeater here, which is hooked up to that other pressure plate, and this pressure plate down here. And you don't want to do that because we need to be specific when we're activating the water gates. We need to know which water gate to activate. We don't need to know which two water gates to activate. We need to know which water gate to activate. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is split the line once again. Go ahead and break all this. So we're going to split it before we come up here and, you know, hook in, make an integrated line and, you know, run into problems. So let's go and place it here. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to get the signal up top. For separation's sake, I'm going to go ahead and put another block here and another line of redstone. So for simplicity's sake, I should say, for simplicity and organization's sake, put another block here and put a line of redstone. Now I'm going to do that to the last line over here. Put another block and a line of redstone. Okay, the next thing that we need to do is we need to place some torches. And we're going to do this because we need to get our signal up top. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat the signal upward. Remember our lesson on vertical transmission in the first series. Our lesson on vertical transmission in the first series. Very important lesson. Okay, so we'll put a torch there. We're going to go ahead and break the glass above it. And actually, we're just going to go straight up top. No idea why that's there. Okay. I'm going to put a block here, and we're going to put a torch up here. Oops. A torch there. Cool. Okay, so this signal is here. That's perfect. That's what we need. Let's do this to this block over here. This line, I should say. This line over here. Okay. Let's come up and bring the signal up here. Perfect. Okay. And lastly, we'll come over here and we will place a block or two. Oh, shoot. Okay. Torch. Block. Torch. So now all of our signals from the pressure plates down below are up top. Now here's the hard part. Here's the really hard part. Okay. I'm going to spend this episode trying to explain something. Oops. Let me come up here towards the water gates so that I can explain it better. Okay, at each water gate we have we have two separate outputs. You may wonder what I mean by that. We have two separate outputs. One right here. One right here and one over here. One right here. Yeah. This line right here. Okay, and they each do different things, and I'm sure if you sat down and thought about it, you could figure that out. Each of them, well, one of them, you know, turns the track so that when a cart from the booster, from the cartridge comes out, we know where to put that cart in the water gate, because the second that that cart comes out, the water gate is going to have to, you know, activate. Or wait, let me rephrase that. The cart is going to have to fall out of the water gate before a cart is boosted into that water gate. And I haven't figured out a clever way of doing that because I didn't think about that. But yeah, there's a cart. Traditionally, there's already going to be, or normally, I should say, not tradition. There's a cart already in this water gate system. Okay, so our cart gets boosted along, right? It gets boosted along by the smart booster, the cart that we're in, and then a cart has to fall out of this water gate, and then a cart from the cartridge has to come up here and come into the water gate. So, so we have to do three things when a cart gets boosted from our station. We have to change one of these lines of track. All right. We have to tell our booster cart for the cartridge to activate. We have to tell it that. And we have to tell us the water gate that it needs to drop a cart. So we're going to do two of those things, I believe, with these lines that we just brought up. Okay. Now let me get on to the second part of this explanation. And what we're going to do is we're just going to focus on the water gates right now. We're just going to focus on the water gates right now. So I want you to sit there and I want you to think about what needs to happen in order for this line to activate. What needs to happen? And well, what needs to happen is that our cart needs to be clear of the system. The cart that we're in needs to be clear of the system. In other words, we don't want to be still stuck on the platform when a cart drops on top of us. That would be bad. We don't want that. So we need some redstone logic to tell us that, because as it is right now, the line coming from the pressure plate is the most logical way to activate the water gate. But the thing is, if we activate it right when we get on the pressure plate, then the second we get on our pressure plate, minus the redstone delay, the second we get on a pressure plate, a cart is going to fall on top of us. So what we need to do is we need to build a pulse generator. And if you guys remember how to build a pulse generator, it's really, really simple. And we'll go over it in the next episode, and we actually need to build three of them. And if you have more water gates and more docks, then you need to build more. You know, it's always a bigger project the more you have. So I'll see you guys in the next episode where we begin wiring this puppy.